Success here. Just went through the gears, up the tempo, landed a couple of good shots. McDonough is always in it. Avoiding punches there also, McDonough. But just got caught there. Left hook, right.
What do you think about James DeGALE as a fighter? I got to admit that, that first Truax fight, even though he won the second one, it looks like to me that Bado Jack took something out of him. He just doesn't seem like the same fighter anymore. Well, anyway, moving on. It's looking like that we're going to get Chris Eubank Jr. and James DeGALE fighting on ITV box office pay-per-view. It could be at the end of this year in an already crowded pay-per-view over there. This is when McDonough was talking shit. Basically, Chris Eubank Jr. was Chris Eubank Jr. last fight on the undercard of Groves versus Smith, the World Boxing Super Series final. So basically, Chris Eubank Jr. thought he quit and was talking shit. But long story short, something just honestly, Chris Eubank Jr. is not a very great boxer, like great in regards to like world-class talent. But with what we've seen from James DeGALE, like what is left? This is the second fight, by the way. He dropped his title, and many say or feel he dropped his title is because he feared Jose Uzcategui, IBF 168-pound champion. Let's go talk about the 168-pound division. You got David Benavidez, who's the champion in recess because of he took coke. In my opinion, he should be stripped. That's just the way I feel. I feel that if you fail the drug test, you should be stripped. I'm not trying to hear it. You got Colin Smith, who's the WBC Diamond champion. You had the WBC Order Anthony Durrell versus Avni Yildirim. Colin Smith, winner of the World Boxing Super Series, and in my opinion, the number one 168-pounder. Rocky Felding's going to be taking on Canelo for his WBA world title. People are wondering, well, shit, if he fought, Rocky Felding, he should have fought Colin Smith. But whatever. Jose Uzcategui had a very underwhelming performance in his last fight, but he said he fought like that because he wanted to try to get other opponents to fight him. He was smiling. I covered the fight. Go look at my post fight. It was bizarre, but at the same time, when he said that, I was like, okay, all right, that makes sense. Gilberto Ramirez is fighting Jesse Hart. That fight is almost fully officially finalized for December. Let me check my calendar. What date is that? December the 15th. So maybe the IBO would put, their belt on the line for, because when Chris Eubank Jr. lost his belt to George Groves looked at it and basically, trashed the belt. But Chris Eubank Jr. likes it, so maybe he can put that shit back on the line. But in regards to James DeGALE, now that he dropped his belt, we see that he's only going to be after money fight. So I can expect the winner of James DeGALE versus George Groves to fight Billy Joe Saunders at 168 pounds. It'll be the rematch for Eubank Jr. It'll be a good fight for Billy Joe Saunders. And now that, he's got this, he's been stripped, or he did the whole, you can't fire me because I quit. So he dropped the belt before they stripped his ass. Also, he was in talks to fight James DeGALE, and talks fell through because of weight, my understanding. Frank Warren talked about it, right? But Chris Eubank Jr., James DeGALE, I'm guessing maybe ESPN Plus will likely pick it up over here. Would Showtime pick it up over here? Because James DeGALE is an Al Heyman fighter. But Frank Warren, well, no. Well, he has fought. He's not a Frank Warren fighter, though. I'm thinking it would be on Showtime. He only fought on that one Frank Warren card. I'm thinking this will be on Showtime. If it happens in the UK, though, then it's going to be ESPN Plus, because Frank Warren cards in the UK are ESPN. We'll see, though. I'm TstreeT Controversy. This is TstreeT Controversy Live. Please subscribe.